Boom, we are rolling.
Hey everybody.
It's the two cavemen here.
Yes.
We don't have Jessica's assistant, so hopefully everything's going to look okay.
Right, hopefully it'll...
It's always a gamble when it's us.
Oh, for sure. Okay, well, so this is my top 10 pickups video.
We did one of these last year. Personally, a lot has changed. Personally, that was one of my favorite videos, so we had to bring it back. Plus, we love top 10s.
Yes,
so
we're list people.
Yeah, we are list people.
So, I'm going to do my top 10, and I'm going to do an 11 through 20 honorable mention, and then I'm going to do the things I had to leave out, which make me sad.
What are you starting with?
What I left out.
Okay.
Okay, just to put this into perspective, I had to leave out Spider-Woman #1, Spider-Man 2099 #1, Spectacular Spider-Man #1, first appearance of Tombstone, my Mysterio statue that I love.
Oh yeah, wow.
I sort of forgot about like my Spider-Man chair, so I just thought it probably wouldn't be fair to rank that.
Oh yeah.
And then of course I bought the laptop and microphone for the channel, and I just kind of just left that out as well.
You know what's funny is if we had done this next year, or with COVID, maybe not even next year, but whenever Sony gets their cinematic universe rolling, those books you just left off are probably going to be like really hot books.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the reason I'm like, man, I had to leave it off. You know.
All right, so that's like 2-3 years out.
Well, I'm basically going to go number 20 through number 1, but I'm just going to distinguish what's honorable mention, because technically this is a top 10. I'm going to be really fast through the honorable mention.
Well, you always say it wouldn't be our list without a bunch of honorable mentions.
Right. Because we have a hard time narrowing it down.
Yeah, we do.
But especially this year. I think it's fair to say with this year. So, number 20 on honorable mention is Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man #90, which is one of the first appearances of the black suit. It might technically be second appearance. Like, it literally may have hit the shelves like a week after.
I hate those, man. I hate those.
Yeah, it's very iffy.
I have 2 books that when I bought them were considered first appearances that now are considered like first cameo.
Oh, God.
Twice this year I bought a book that was considered first appearance, and then people were like, that's not the first appearance. And I'm like, well, shoot, they figured it out.
People follow the money on that.
They do.
So it just depends what's the money book. So really every first cameo is a first appearance, but you know, whatever.
Let's have that discussion another day.
Too controversial. Alright, Marvel 2-in-1 presents The Thing and Spider-Woman. Here we have, number 19 is the third appearance of Spider-Woman.
Yeah, technically predates Spider-Woman #1.
Yep.
Technically.
And her suit is different.
It is very different. She looks like a goofball in that one. 18
is definitely a Justin pick, but it's Spider-Verse, The Amazing Spider-Man, the first appearance of Spider-Punk!
Oh, yeah, Spider-Punk. That's
Spider-Punk.
Right.
Love the cover too, by the way.
It is a good cover.
Next, we have probably the most recent addition onto this list, Spawn #1.
You know, you are kind of cheating.
I didn't realize I had number 2 there. Hey, I specifically left Spawn #2 off my list.
Yeah, he messaged me yesterday saying, man, Spawn 2 didn't make the list. But technically
it still made an appearance. Next, this one hurts my soul. The Amazing Spider-Man #47. I didn't mention on my left off part of the list.
Yeah.
Tons of sub 100 Spider-Mans.
Exclusively.
The drug issue didn't even make my honorable mention.
So, is that an honorable mention because it's old, or was there a significance to it? Was that like second Craven or anything?
Oh, I don't think so. It's just because it's older. Like, I kind of just went with what's the lowest sub as I went. So
that makes sense.
Next, we have the Avengers #196. And that is first appearance of Taskmaster.
Here's a book that should be way hotter. I mean, he's in the Spider-Man game, he's in the Avengers game, and he's going to be in the Black Widow movie.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see what happens. So, next on the list in the honorable mention is the Amazing Spider-Man #40. #40.
Well, not to overshadow this book, but I'm guessing if Taskmaster's first appearance was an honorable mention, then his second appearance got left out.
Oh, yeah. Sadly. I mean, it breaks my heart. But
oh gosh, that Spider-Man, though, is one of the best covers. So, I don't know how that didn't make you top 10.
This might be a... this could be a Justin pick, but here we have The Amazing Spider-Man #654.1. This is also probably one of the newer entries, maybe. But this is the first solo story of Flash Thompson as Venom.
That's what this is? Okay.
Yeah, first solo story.
First Agent Venom.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool cover.
Yeah, that book was actually kind of on my list to get, so I had to give it some.
That episode hasn't aired yet. Season 3 will start next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think what episode you're talking about.
Yeah.
Now this one is insane to me that it didn't make the top 10. Insane. But here we have Iron Man number 3.
Dude. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what your top 10 is going to be at this
I mean,
point.
like I say, you might have some disagreements, but
It's your list, dude. I don't care for that book.
I don't care. I don't care if you tell me I'm crazy. So this one hurt my soul because it's so beautiful.
This is technically number 11.
This is number 11. This is the last of the honorable mention.
Wow.
Hurts my soul to put it this low.
What is it? What is
Marvel
it?
team up Spider-Man and Daredevil 141.
I see how it is.
My friends got this for me.
Well,
you'll notice that like it kind of depends on how I value the books because you'll see what my 10 and 9 are.
Okay.
Alright, so here we go. Actually starting the top 10
Number 10!
Everything else didn't matter before this. Just kidding. It definitely did.
Alright,
that could have been my top 10 last year easily.
Oh,
easily.
I know what you mean.
So number 10 is my upgraded copy of The Amazing Spider-Man 252.
Okay. So this... We weren't doing top 10s when you got this the first time, right?
Mm-mm.
That's
No, this was a this year thing.
Dude, because I was like, wait, why didn't Teen Titans 2 make it? And then I was like, oh, that was like
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
So I got the $8 version with the stain 2 years
Right.
ago, which I know you have now. So,
Right.
but I think upgraded this book to a much better condition really kind of skyrocketed it for me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And that
It
wasn't
skyrocketed
cheap.
to number 10.
It wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
Next we have my
Let's
number
see.
1 from last year. I bought it
Okay.
again.
I knew this was going to be on here.
Secret
for
Wars
sure.
number 8 only makes number 9, and the better condition one was number 1 on my list last year.
Is condition a reason, or let me ask you this: if this was your first and only copy of this book, where would it rank? Would it be 2, or would it still be 9? If this was your only copy,
it would be somewhere in the top 4.
Somewhere in the
But
top 4.
considering how much I love this book, probably number 2.
Okay.
Probably.
That's what I was
based on how much I
thinking.
love it.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be crazy to put it above some of the other stuff on here.
All right. Well, let's see some of the other
Next we have number 8. We have The Amazing Spider-Man 113.
stuff. Okay.
Do you know what that one is? Because I'm pretty sure you did.
I technically bought this for you, and you paid me back, right? Is that this one?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But,
No, I think it surprised you that I had this book because it's first Hammerhead.
Yeah.
Didn't it
Hammerhead.
surprise you? Like you were like, dude, oh my god.
Yeah, because that I think is like an affordable key that most people should go after.
Right.
Because it's not like a sub 50 ASM, so I think it's an affordable one. He's not in a movie or anything yet, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, this next one's probably maybe the biggest Justin book. Like, dude, how is that above some of these other ones? But this is a book I've wanted since I was a kid.
Is it a Wolverine book?
Wolverine number 10.
Okay.
It's supposed to be the first like fight between Sabretooth and Wolverine. I saw that cover as a kid and said, I need it. I need it. I saw it in the cons in our first year, and the timing wasn't right, the money wasn't right, but then I saw this at Battlegrounds on the wall.
Hey,
I said, the time is right.
Battlegrounds got some wall books.
Yeah.
They got some wall books.
I think we took a lot of their good ones.
But they replenish.
I think that was number 7. So I think this is number 6.
Right,
Number 6. Oh, it's tough to put this one this far back.
Alright, let's see it.
Iron Man number 2. And it
Oh,
looks like
yeah.
it's in pretty good condition. At least the pages are a little rough on the outside, but the cover pops. It still pops.
Oh, yeah.
So up here it's rough, but ignore that and look at the rest of
Oh, I wasn't even going to look right there. The Demolisher?
it. Doesn't matter, it's Iron Man number 2.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Alright, I guess I'll try to do this last one real quick, or before we reset it.
Okay.
Next we have, this book is more like, it's amazing to me in a newer way. I just found out about it in the last couple years since the channel.
Okay.
The Amazing Spider-Man number 33. The one with the water.
The good cover.
Yes.
Golly, you have knocked out a lot of the good early covers.
Hey, I love them, man. I love them.
They're addicting.
This book right here is special to me.
I had a chance to buy that at Gamers Haven.
I remember, and I retroactively couldn't believe that it was at Gamers Haven.
Me neither. I retroactively wish we were spending $30 on comics.
Right.
I would have bought that.
We would have cleared them out.
We go in there, we got 5 books.
We're down to like single digits.
Yeah,
there we go.
that was back when we had $5 and we could just buy like $5 books.
Yeah, we did what we could in the day, you know. All right, we've made it to the top 5. Now this is some rarefied air right here. Some rarefied territory.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, seriously, the air. Like, you open these things up. All right, we have the Amazing Spider-Man number 100. Now that one was pivotal because I got every 100th issue
The Centennial
of Spider-Man.
issues.
Yes. Got all those. I couldn't get number 1 to, you know, kind of be like the substitute for 0. But, you know.
That's most people can't.
Yeah, so I started it with 1.
So that's when he grew the 6 arms and killed Aunt May, and then next up was Morbius?
I think so. Okay, I think my count was a little bit off. That was number 4. Yeah, sorry. That was
4. Okay.
The 33 was number 5. So
Alright, so
that was
future
number 4,
me,
so
remember that.
we're on to number 3. Yeah, I'm about to get made fun of. Alright.
Depends what it is, I guess.
Number 3. No, I think my top 3 is pretty solid.
Oh, you mean in editing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna get made fun of.
Probably.
Alright. Next we have a book that was just one of my dream books of all time. Amazing Spider-Man 361.
Oh!
First appearance of Carnage.
I need to see your number 2.
It's a debatable number 2. It's for sure a debatable number 2.
With all the movie hype, I get why this isn't number 1 because I know what number 1 is, but I gotta see what number 2 is.
You might approve. It's just a matter of the cover. Alright, so number 2. The cover is rough, but I don't care. The Amazing Spider-Man 121.
Oh, right.
Night when Stacy died.
Right.
Yeah, so a lot of these really came from like last spring, man. We were going ham.
This is the Shane and Dustin con.
Yes. Now the cover does have some issues with it, but
It's got
it's
some imperfections.
it's intact and it still has the color. So
Personally, I would probably put that over Carnage. I don't know if that's the general consensus.
Right,
With the
yeah.
Carnage movie coming out, or the Venom movie with Carnage.
some of these I had to take into account what I paid too, because that was just like a good objective way to have an idea, even
Okay.
though conditions vary.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the Carnage is in a lot better condition, but
I think so too. Yeah.
but I still think I paid more for 121. I could be crazy. I don't know. It was comparable.
It's a hot book for some reason.
It was comparable. My number 1 will be a surprise to no one if you watch our videos. We have the Amazing Spider-Man 300, my realistic dream book. And it wasn't cheap, it wasn't easy, but I found a way this year to make it happen. And really, there's nowhere to go from here but down.
Yeah, so that
Unfortunately.
that calls into question what book can top that for you? Like, how low into ASMs do we have to go? for it
Okay,
to top
so
that book.
I own a book that doesn't beat that book, but I think I have a book that's harder to believe that I have, which is the
ASM 20?
ASM 20, The First Appearance of Scorpion. And of course, the only reason that's in my possession is a long story and it's in terrible condition.
It was missing the Marvel value stamp, so all the
Which
snob
I don't care about
the
that.
snob collectors were like, no.
I don't care about that. I care about covers. And the cover's there. It's rough, but it's there.
Yep.
So I even have like Second Appearance of Scorpion, and that one's probably even worse condition. I don't know.
What was that?
It's debatable. 29 maybe?
29?
I want to say it's 29. So,
sounds right.
okay. So, realistically, what could top the
I mean,
Venom?
Green Goblin, Doc Ock.
Well, yeah,
those
of course,
are going
of
to be
course.
hard to get.
Books exist, but I would have to say...
I mean, would you put first Craven above that? Would you put first Mysterio above that?
So here's the thing. I would, not because I like them better than Venom, but
Just
because
'cause they're older?
they're 20 years older
Okay.
and harder to get. So
That's fair.
those books exist. I think really for me, what could be a realistic, something comparable to that price-wise would be get a sub 20 Spider-Man, because I don't have that. Even if it's like the least valuable book of
So
that
like
group.
17.
Like something
like
that nobody knows what it's about. It's just really early. Like that to me gets close.
Okay.
Of course, somehow if I looked into a first appearance that low, then yeah, I think it would be.
Honestly, in my opinion, Craven should be way cheaper.
Well,
I mean,
movie hop maybe about to
but
happen
he's
to him
not
too,
going
so-
to be in a movie. Like, they've been saying that since Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man.
Well, everybody's in the new movie, so you never know.
I guess that's
maybe they shouldn't
technically
put
true.
him. At this point, maybe they shouldn't put him in there. It's getting crowded, so.
It is getting crowded, so. I just think Craven should be more affordable. I don't even know what it's worth, but I assume it's like ASM 15 or 12 or something.
I don't know off the top of my head, but so, well, just to put a bow on everything, last year my list had like a video game and some other stuff. I didn't even mention my comic boxes I got this year. I got 3 new ones.
Yeah.
So, and they were all really cool. I think 2 of them have the artwork that I love, Alex Ross.
Okay.
And so, and the other one's Wolverine. So, I didn't even get to mention those, which is sad. But anyways, I don't know. Like, what do you think about my top 10? Did I upgrade?
Did you upgrade from last year? Probably, because
my number 1 was number 9.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, condition, like you said, but still.
I wish I had more, like, variety. Because really, even
because there's just Spider-Man.
They were
and
all
a couple
comics, and like 70% were Spider-Man. Like, I have a Rick and Morty autographed comic. I have another autographed comic.
Oh yeah, you bought that Rick and Morty one. That's
yeah, I definitely didn't bring Carnage Just a Wonderful Life. You know?
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
That would
I
be
didn't
top
let that
10
touch.
Stories, though.
Yeah, for sure.
The
Spawn's the other story.
yeah, that poor Justin just gets burned on auction. It's amazing that. Well, I don't guess you've done one in a while.
I stopped watching.
That's what I was saying. I was going to be like, man, it's amazing you still do these. And then I was like, well, you haven't actually watched an auction since like the summertime.
No.
Well, my top 10 is also going to be comics, but there is going to be a little bit of diversity. I don't know if there's any repeats. So,
okay.
That's cool, I guess. But
I look forward to
you know, your territory is Spider-Man, and you kind of owned it with this top 10.
Thank you.
You got Carnage, Gwen Stacy's death, Venom, and then just like the 33 and the 40 with the covers.
Yeah.
I mean, those covers alone almost probably got them.
I just can't believe how many sub 100 Spider-Mans I left off. Dude, I have some in the 60s.
That's why you have to do a video over your sub 100 Spider-Mans.
I will. That'll be a goal for next year. So.
It should be. So, actually, speaking of goals, is Iron Man 1 your goal book for next year?
To be honest, I would love for it to be. The only thing is I don't know how much it costs. And I don't know if... It takes a lot. If it's really, really expensive, like a huge jump from number 2, then...
I mean, it is going to be a huge jump from number 2.
I mean, yeah, I figured. Even though there's a reason it's not the most expensive number 1 out there, all things considered.
Because it's his 90th appearance.
Right. Yeah, so it's just Iron Man number 1 in name only.
I think Iron Man and Sub Neymar number 1 is probably more expensive.
I mean, technically, I have Iron Mans that are higher up.
Older?
Yeah.
Technically, because you got those Tales of Suspense.
Right. So
that's funny.
But I would love to have Iron Man number 1. I think it would just depend on the situation. Like, if I found it in a good enough condition to satisfy me while being low enough to afford. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Tales of Suspense, that Iron Man run from like 39 up. Is that a run that interests you? Like the Iron Man section of it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because you also get Captain America for most of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how realistic it is to... I mean, when I see those, I want to buy them.
Okay.
So, yeah. Maybe I'll add a few. Who knows?
Maybe it'll be progress to track.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
That is Justin's top 10. Let him know how he did down below. We all know... That was a good list.
Thank you.
That was a good list.
Thank you.
I love those covers.
Thank you.
Up next, I guess I don't know how these are coming out because Jessica's working on her top 10. So if she can get some time to throw that together, there will be a Jessica one, and then I'm doing one, and I don't know what order they're coming out in. So just enjoy them, I guess, in the way they come out.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.